So, Tourian, I'm not going to be able to accurately represent how Tourian is going to play out for you. This is really individual, and most of Tourian is improvised on the spot whenever, like, based on what's happening, because of how random everything is. Metroids will spawn at random intervals, like they take from the time that you activate them, they take a random amount of time to spawn. And this screws everything up if you try to make some kind of consistent strategy for most of the rooms. The most important part in any percent is ammo management. So the way I usually do Tourian, which might not be the most effective, may or may not be. This is how I usually manage to have enough ammo to fight Mother Brain at the end, is to make sure I'm never full on normal missiles as main priority, and second priority is to not be full on supers. But you want, no matter what you're doing, you want to try to not be full on either, because if you get a drop, if you get a missile drop or a super drop, you want to be able to pick that up and actually have it help your ammo count. That's really important. I prioritize normal missiles because super drops are fairly rare. That's the only real reason. If I get a super drop when I have full super, which might happen, that's sort of a waste. But I'll take that risk over being super low on normal missiles at the end. So you want to familiarize yourself with where the Metroids spawn, how quickly they spawn, which Rinkas are where, in what position. You probably want to do Tourian segments a couple of times to make sure you know where everything is and what to be afraid of and in what order to kill every Metroid. But yeah, like I said, I kill the first one using normal missiles to make sure I'm not full on normals. I kill these two with one super, and then normal missiles. Like it's a judgment call, really. Taking damage is also a pretty bad idea, because any damage you take is gonna mean health drops instead of ammo drops. I find it really important to have 2 supers for this room, but that might not be something you find in your testing, because I want to be able to kill these Metroids quickly. Like, try to find your own way to fight these. I can't accurately explain exactly how I handle these because it differs depending on how quickly they spawn. Just make sure not to get grabbed. If you do get grabbed, calmly and reasonably try to break free. Like, do not panic. This is really important. Also, right at the end here, don't try to have supers at the end. I'm not gonna blow these 2 supers on the last ones. Oh yeah, right. If you get grabbed, calmly morph on the spot. Morph on the spot, place a bomb, stand still until the bomb explodes, and then once the Metroid is off of you, freeze it before it can get to you. So since we're doing a 50 and 4 route, we don't have enough ammo to kill Mother Brain in one go. It's like, to do this entire room in one go, it's just not, we don't have enough. It takes the equivalent of 83 missiles to do. So what you want to do is kill these 2 first barriers and then go back out here in order to farm whatever you need. Try to make sure to kill the green Rinkas. The green Rinkas are much nicer about drop rates. They actually drop supers at fairly reasonable intervals, like at fairly reasonable rates. And they always drop something. They always drop something. You need to be full on everything. You need to be at 50 and 4 to be able to do this room pretty much. You need to be at 48 and 4. But 50 and 4 is good. You also want to make sure, like, each saber type takes 7 missiles. Try to make sure not to waste extra missiles doing this. I usually look at my missile counter to make sure I don't use too many. Like now I can see that I need to be down to 36 once I kill this. I'm taking it slow, so these now I need to be at 41 because I'm taking it slow and explaining these Rinkas are catching up to me. But like if you're just counting, oh that didn't work. Oh, because I'm bad at math. Okay, cool. Okay, you shouldn't be taking it this slowly, to be honest. I'm just trying to make a point. It's really hard to concentrate on this room and trying to think how to explain it at the same time. I'm sorry if I'm playing really sloppily. But what I do against Mother Brain herself is to stand on this platform until the Rinkas are bothering you, and then jump off and let them pass you. But you want to shoot 20 missiles at the glass. So again, keep track of your missile count. What your missile count was when entering the room. Potential drops you're getting. Like, try to stay prepared for when the glass is gonna break. Once the glass is broken, you need a couple more missiles. You need you want to have at least 15 normal missiles and still 4 supers by now. I have way more than I need because I'm killing Rinkas all the time. If you don't have enough, you can go and farm Rinkas for a while if you want to. But the important part here is to try to get over here on this ledge. If you're crouching here, you are safe from everything except for these 2 Rinkas. Nothing can hit you while you're crouching, while you're morphing right here. Mother Brain's beam cannot hit you. None of the turrets can hit you. If you fall down, you can do a calm, like don't panic again. If you fall down here, do a full straight jump and just press a tiny bit to the left. And you should be able to make that since you have high jump. If you get hit by a Rinka into Mother Brain, again, calmly, don't panic, calmly walk out to the edge of the ledge. Don't stand like on the leftmost pass. You're gonna get hit by Mother Brain again. Once you're on this ledge, you want to hit four normal missiles and 1 super into your eye, and then morph. And then unmorph. Take care of whatever Rinkas are in the way. If you see a Rinkas coming, freeze it. You don't have to kill it unless you're low on ammo. Just make sure they're not a threat, and then you do it again. And then you do that until you're out of supers. That should be definitely Mother Brain. As soon as Mother Brain dies, start running to the left. This should activate a speed booster, which you can use to do a Shine Spark up this shaft, which I failed amazingly. This shaft is sort of complicated too. You probably do best to find your own way up that. The simplest way is just to do the Shine Spark, the exact Shine Spark I did, except, you know, properly, and then just wall jump up. Again, you have plenty of time for this escape. So a lot of I keep saying this a lot, but it's a really important part of handling Tourian is not panicking. So I'm gonna go through that once again just to demonstrate that this changes every time. You have to be able to adapt. This is a hard part of any percent, and you need to be able to do this properly. This will wreck you if you're not prepared. So practice this a while, just so you have an idea of what to do. The Rinkas mostly spawn very consistently, like they always spawn in the same places and go the same directions, as long as you're on the same place. So that was sort of a wasteful drop. I didn't have enough room to pick up those supers. Also, beware of the Metroid hitboxes. I'm gonna mention this now. Metroid hitboxes are way larger when they're frozen compared to when they're not. When they are not frozen, the hitbox pretty much consists of the red center and nothing of the green exterior. It's not part of the hitbox at all. It's only when they're frozen that all of them actually have hitbox. So your shots might look like they're going through them, which is annoying. I was sort of lucky on that last drop. I would have been fine with only 2 supers right now, because I need to be farming anyway, and there's a good chance one of the green Rinkas is gonna drop a super for me while I'm doing that. To be honest, I should have used a super on the Sabatites. If you have full supers, maybe that depends on what you're ready to risk. If you have a bunch of supers and no normal, and like really few normal missiles, you want to use 2 supers on the Sabatites to make this farming faster. Now, I didn't get a super drop, so it would have been disastrous if I decided to do that. But it wouldn't have been a bad choice, theoretically. Because we're then use two normal missiles and 1 super per Sabatite. And again, start running the second you fire the last super. Try to shine spark up right there. And again, people traverse this shaft differently too. What I do is just one way of doing it.